So I just got back a couple hours ago from seeing the brand new Superman film, James Gunn's fresh take on the DC universe. Now this film is one of the most comic book movies that ever comic booked, if that makes any sense. It felt like I was reading a comic book and I was seeing those pages and seeing those images come to life. I feel like James Gunn absolutely nailed the comic book feel and aesthetic in this film. The side characters, they all embrace the comic book nature and film of Superman. I think David Cornsweet and Rachel Brosnahan are absolutely fantastic in their respective roles as Superman, Clark Kent, and Lois Lane. They have undeniable chemistry. They have that green hyperlink on FIFA Ultimate Team. If you know, you know. If you're going into the film expecting a lot of Clark Kent, you do not get that. I feel like it is about 90% Superman, 10% Clark Kent, and that's being lenient. I think there are some absolutely stunning shots and beautiful cinematography to go along with the smooth action sequences in this film. James Gunn has really nailed that. I feel like David Cornsweet perfectly embodies the role of Superman and everything the character represents. If the guy had a chance to save every microbacteria on Earth, he would. Just as David Cornsweet perfectly nails it as Superman, I feel like his respective counterpart, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, does the same. Some of the side characters in the film were also a joy to watch. Jimmy Olsen, Wendell Pierce as Perry White, Nathan Fillion as the Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific. They were all great to watch on screen. However, I feel like I wanted to see more of them, and that's where some of the flaws come into this film. There is a lot going on for the entire runtime, and it feels like at points James Gunn is just throwing whatever at the wall and seeing what sticks. For the most part, like I've been saying, he does paint a pretty good canvas, but there are some sloppy moments in here. And this is where I think the Superman film might be a little bit divisive amongst fans. Where there are multiple serious moments in this film, James Gunn struggles to let that seriousness and dramatic themes play out and decide to imprint his signature humor, and that sort of takes away from the stakes. It makes the film entirely predictable, and I never felt anyone was in danger. And like I said, I really adore the comic book feel and vibe to this film, but I feel like it sometimes comes to its detriment, and there are a lot of goofy characters and subplots in this film that completely miss the mark. One subplot involving Lex Luthor, Jimmy Olsen, and a string of Lex Luthor's ex-girlfriends that I thought, this is not Lex Luthor. This shouldn't be in the film. And it actually ends up playing a big part in the third act. There's also what I think a really divisive decision in this film involving Superman and his origin. They basically Omni-Man and Viltrumite Superman in this film, and I don't know how that's going to go down with fans. Hope you guys enjoyed my honest takes. I'm not going to glaze the film like some of the early reactions were. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I had a fun time at the cinemas, but I can acknowledge that the film has a few flaws and there might be certain decisions that some fans might not agree with. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Take care, God bless, and peace.